the Sussex saga has long been sold as a fairy tale of freedom, independence, and self-made fortune. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle left the royal family with a flourish, declaring liberation from duty, scrutiny, and tradition. They promised the world a story of autonomy and self-sufficiency, only now, insiders reveal that the fantasy may be collapsing under the weight of reality. Reports suggest Harry and Meghan are facing a serious financial crisis, and suddenly, Hollywood, the very industry Meghan once left behind, appears to be their most viable lifeline. It's the ultimate irony. Meghan, who once waved goodbye to Hollywood with a royal smile, is allegedly plotting a return, not for art or passion, but for survival. She left California, the global stage, and her duchess persona with the promise of building a media empire. Yet, according to sources, Netflix deals, podcast contracts, and other ventures have failed to sustain the lifestyle the Sussexes once flaunted. Private jets, multiple estates, security costs, and lavish living, all claimed to be within reach through savvy branding, may have outpaced even the couple's substantial income. And now, the financial narrative is beginning to unravel, exposing the fragility of the brand they sold to the public. Harry's predicament is particularly striking. Once a prince with a guaranteed future and wealth, he now reportedly finds himself scrambling to maintain his family's standard of living outside the institution that supported it. He left the monarchy believing celebrity, brand deals, and memoirs could substitute for centuries of inherited stability. But celebrity is fleeting. Deals expire. Public interest wanes. And suddenly, the man who once commanded global sympathy and attention is reportedly grappling with what insiders call serious financial stress. Meghan's proposed return to Hollywood is revealing. It exposes the strategic calculus that has long guided her public life. She did not marry Harry to leave the limelight, she married him to amplify it. She did not leave the monarchy to escape scrutiny, she left to control the narrative. And now, facing a potential cash crunch, she may be turning back to the industry she abandoned, not for passion, but for financial rescue. It is a calculated pivot, emblematic of a woman who has always prioritized relevance and influence over principle. Critics will argue that Meghan and Harry have every right to pursue wealth and career opportunities. That is true. But the optics are undeniable. The couple sold a narrative of independence, of freedom from the crown, yet their reported financial instability reveals an imbalance between image and reality. They sought autonomy, yet they are now dependent on Hollywood and private deals to maintain the lifestyle they cultivated for attention and status. It is a cautionary tale of overextension, hubris, and the limits of fame. Moreover, this crisis exposes the dynamics within the Sussex partnership. Meghan reportedly remains the strategic brain of the duo, guiding public appearances, deals, and now potentially her own Hollywood comeback. Harry, once a prince with influence and authority, is now described by insiders as reactive, anxious, and deeply concerned about optics. The roles appear reversed. Meghan directs the narrative, navigates opportunity, and identifies solutions, while Harry attempts to keep pace, hoping to salvage both his personal brand and the public perception of his independence. It is a striking reversal for a man who once claimed the freedom to define his own path. Financial instability, according to sources, has also introduced tension into their public messaging. The couple who once criticized royal spending and flaunted philanthropic virtue now faces a reality in which the very perception of wealth is critical to maintaining relevance. Luxury lifestyles, private jets, sprawling estates, all require capital, and capital is now reportedly under strain. The contrast between image and reality is glaring, and it leaves the couple vulnerable to scrutiny from the public and press alike. The independence they once touted now feels precarious, conditional, and highly performative. Hollywood, in this scenario, is less about art and more about leverage. Meghan's potential return to acting could restore financial stability, provide control over public narrative, and solidify her status as a global personality independent of Harry's royal lineage. It is strategic, but also revealing. The couple's escape from royal life was never entirely about freedom, it was about opportunity. And now, opportunity is dictating that they pivot again, not toward liberation, but toward survival. This crisis also raises questions about sustainability. Can a brand built on royal proximity and celebrity speculation endure once the novelty fades? Netflix and Spotify deals may provide headlines and streaming metrics, but they are not long-term guarantees of wealth or influence. The Sussexes' lifestyle, once framed as evidence of autonomy, now reads as overextended, vulnerable, and dependent on constant public attention. And when that attention fades, as inevitably it does, the financial cracks become visible. The irony is unavoidable. Harry, who abandoned monarchy to escape expectation, is now reportedly dependent on the very media-driven structures he once criticized. Meghan, who rejected Hollywood to pursue royal ambition, may be returning to it to salvage their fortune. The narrative of independence collapses under scrutiny, revealing a couple whose ambition and lifestyle are only sustainable as long as the public continues to fund their relevance, literally and figuratively. In the end, the Sussex saga is a story of contradiction. Independence and wealth were always intertwined with attention and influence. When the latter falters, the former falters as well. Financial stress exposes the reality behind the glossy headlines and curated images.